Today we are going to watch Burying the Ex. This is the story of a boy and his girlfriend who promised to live and die together. But due to an accident, his girlfriend dies. After this, he falls in love with another girl. But after a few days, his girlfriend comes back to fulfill her promise. So, hello friends, I am Aisha. And the story begins with Max and his girlfriend Evelyn. They love each other a lot and both are in a leaving relationship. Max kisses his girlfriend and then comes out of the room and sees that Travis, who is his cousin brother, is sleeping in the hall with two girls. Travis does not go to his own house, and every day after a couple of days, he brings girls to Max's house. Now Max picks up Travis and says he has to talk to him. So after Travis wakes up, Max takes him aside and tells him to go to his house and says that you suddenly come home with girls without calling. Evelyn will start shouting at me when she sees me. Then Evelyn comes and wakes up both the girls, and then she scolds Travis and kicks him out of the house. Now when Max feels bad for scolding Travis, Evelyn says that I do all this for his good. She explains to him. After this, Max goes to work where he works at a horror costume shop. As soon as he comes to the shop, Max gets a call from the shop owner Mary. After which a man comes to deliver the courier at the shop and delivers 2 boxes to Max. After that, when Max opens the box and checks, he finds a genie statue. And it was written on a note that, ask for any wish or like from the evil genie, it will be fulfilled. But Max did not order this, so he keeps it. Then he gets some more things from the other box, like a few costume samples of nurse and schoolgirls. So Max calls Evelyn to try that costume and invites her to the shop. And as soon as Evelyn comes, both of them start enjoying the storm and the earthquake. Then after the storm ends, both of them start talking about love. And both of them promise that they will never leave each other. And they wish that they will always be together like this. Then the eyes of the genie kept nearby turn red and smoke starts coming out of it. That means the genie has accepted both of their wishes. Now the scene changes and we see that Max has bought a new house and shifts to that house with Evelyn. Then both of them go to a shop to eat ice cream together, where they meet a girl named Olivia. But when Max starts talking about his favorite ice cream with Olivia, then seeing this, Evelyn starts getting jealous, which leads to a little fight between Evelyn and Olivia in the conversation. And Evelyn gets angry and goes out. Now, what poor Max could do? He also comes out saying sorry to Olivia. Then Max comes home and asks Evelyn, "Why did you do this?" Then she says, "I got angry seeing that girl talking to you, which made me angry. I love you very much and don't want to lose you." Actually, Evelyn's mom passed away a few months ago and Evelyn was very lonely. And there was no one with her except Max, which made Evelyn more serious about Max. That's why Max doesn't say anything to Evelyn. Then the scene changes, where Max is working in his shop. So there Max was talking to the customer. Then Evelyn calls him and says, "Can you come home? There is a surprise for you." After this, Max reaches home and sees that Evelyn has decorated the whole house and removed old things from the wall and put all the new things in it, in which there was an important poster of Max which Evelyn had ruined by keeping it in the drawer. And after seeing all this, Max gets angry because that poster was very expensive and Max could have sold it and bought a new shop. Now, on Max's anger, Evelyn also gets upset and goes to the room and closes the door. On which, Max also gets upset and goes to Travis and tells Travis that he wants to leave Evelyn because he was fed up with her behavior. So Max tells Travis to help him, how Evelyn will leave him. On which Travis gives a suggestion that you call Evelyn to a public place and break up with her, by which she will get a little angry, and you also get angry at the same time, which will make your work. Now, hearing Travis's suggestion, he calls Evelyn also reaches there. But as soon as she starts crossing the road, she gets into an accident. Max runs to her and sees that she is still alive. So, she tells Max that I don't want to die and I always want to be with you. But during this time, she dies. Now Max becomes very sad, and after burying Evelyn, he starts to feel responsible for her death. And he stops going out of the house, and many weeks pass like this. Then after a few days, Travis comes to meet Max and asks him to move on. But Max considers himself responsible for Evelyn's death, to which Travis explains to him and asks him to start a new life. And to refresh his mood, he asks him to watch a movie in the evening. Then in the evening, while watching the movie, he feels very lonely and inside. He is still sad inside. Now when he was coming back from the movie, the same ice cream girl Olivia calls him from behind. Both of them talk, and Olivia asks him that your girlfriend didn't come. So Max doesn't tell him about Evelyn's death and says that we broke up. Then Olivia says that I also broke up. After that, she asks Max that if you are free, can you come with me? Because that day, you couldn't eat your favorite ice cream, so Max also agrees to go. After this, Olivia takes Max to her ice cream shop, where they start talking a lot while eating ice cream. Then they were walking past the graveyard. Olivia starts chasing Max for fun, and they come back from the grave of Evelyn. And then we see that suddenly Evelyn comes out of her grave as a zombie. Then the scene changes, and we see Max and Olivia kissing. But in a while, Olivia tells Max that we shouldn't go ahead of this. I should go. Max says, if you want, we can enjoy the storm and the earthquake. But Olivia says bye to Max and leaves. After this, Max also comes to his house. But in a while, Max's doorbell rings, and Max thinks that maybe Olivia has come. But as soon as he opens the door, he sees Evelyn standing there, so he closes the door out of fear. Then he says to himself, this may be a delusion of my mind, but he opens the door again and sees that Evelyn has really come. Now Max is very scared because Evelyn has really come back after death and she has become like a zombie. As soon as she comes, she starts trying to love Max and says, our love was true, so I came back. But Max somehow makes Evelyn understand and sends her to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom too. But then the doorbell rings again. Max opens the door and sees that Olivia has come. Actually, she had naughty thoughts in her mind. She tells Max that I think we should try the storm and earthquake you had mentioned. But Max explains to her and says, no, I think we are in a hurry. We should think a little more so that we can get to know each other better and take a right decision. That's when Olivia hears a voice from inside, from which she asks Max who is inside. So he lies to Olivia and says, this voice is actually not from my house, but from the neighbor's house, because the walls of our house are so thin that I don't understand where the voice is coming from. And in the same way, he explains to Olivia and sends her away. Then we see the scene of the next morning, that when Max wakes up from sleep, he gets scared as soon as he sees Evelyn around him. And she is getting anxious to bring an earthquake with him, and she keeps asking him to be intimate, but Max somehow manages to get out of there. And he calls Travis and tells him everything, and he says, don't go anywhere in the world, but don't come to my house, because Evelyn has come back as a zombie, and he thinks that we are still dating. But Travis doesn't believe him and says, you might have drunk the alcohol that you are saying all this, and keeps his phone as a joke. After this, Max tries to take the genie statue, but during this time he suddenly falls down, causing the statue to break. After this, he pulls out a book in which the method of getting rid of the souls was written, to get together. But then Evelyn suddenly comes to him and says that you will also have to die, so that we will become one and always be together. But Max somehow makes an excuse to avoid his words and takes him to a club to celebrate. After that, Evelyn starts dancing and then drinks. But that drink was very special, so she drinks a lot and she gets very high. But Max somehow brings her home, but as soon as she comes inside, Max's leg slips and both falls. That's when Travis enters his house, who is scared to see Evelyn and realizes that Max was telling the truth. Then the two of them pick up Evelyn and take her to the bedroom. That's when Evelyn comes to her senses, which makes Travis scared, and out of fear, he wet his pants and then runs away from there. Now the next day, when Max is at his shop, Olivia comes there and brings food for Max. After that, both of them start talking while eating. And while talking, both of them kiss each other. When the call comes, Max goes to receive the call. As soon as she receives the call, Evelyn talks to Max and says, "I wanted to talk to you, but Max tells her that I will talk to you later because I am busy now." So Evelyn says "love you" to him and wants to hear "love you too" in reply. But Olivia was standing next to her, so Max could not say anything to her. But after being very stubborn, he finally says "love you too." And Olivia also listens to it. After this, Olivia tells Max that I don't need to lie. I can clearly see what is going on. You still haven't forgotten your ex. Max explains to her a lot that there is nothing like that. I have left her, but she is not leaving me alone. But Olivia doesn't listen to anything and says, "If you want to stay with me, then be mine." She leaves saying this. Then in the next scene, Max and Travis together start planning to kill Evelyn, where Travis is giving a lot of ideas to Max. But Max was not understanding anything because according to him, Evelyn is already dead. But Travis says, "Actually, what is in your house is not Evelyn but a zombie Evelyn." Then Travis gives various ideas to Max to kill Evelyn. But Max was not ready. So Travis gives him a sword and says to kill her as soon as you get a chance. After this, Max goes home and lays a polythene paper so that he can finish the work as soon as he gets a chance and wrap Evelyn in it. Then Evelyn comes there and speaks, "What are you doing? Are you going to color the house again?" So Max also says that yes, you are right. But Evelyn says, "I do yoga before you start your work." After which, she starts doing yoga. And looking at her, it seemed that her bones were completely broken. And seeing all this, Max also feels very strange. Then when she sits down to do yoga, Max takes advantage of this opportunity and takes out the sword and tries to kill Evelyn, but he can't do that. Then in the next scene, Max reaches to Travis, where Travis thinks that Max has killed Evelyn. But Max says that he can't do this because killing someone is a very difficult task, and he can't do it. After this, Travis says that it's okay if you can't do this, but I will do this, and I will send her to the graveyard tonight. After that, Max goes home and tells Evelyn that I won't be able to come home tonight because it's season time and there are a lot of customers at this time. So, Evelyn agrees and Max says bye to her and leaves to go to the shop. But when he comes out and meets Travis and asks him, "Will you be able to do this job?" So Travis says, "Yes, you go. I will do this job for you. Just make an excuse and take Olivia to the graveyard." Then after Max leaves, Travis reaches there and tells Evelyn that I have come to take my DVD, which is kept with Max. So Evelyn gives him 2 minutes time and lets him in. But Travis wanted to kill Evelyn as soon as he saw the opportunity. So he starts watching the DVD while passing the time. Max is near the graveyard with Olivia, where they slowly start kissing each other. And then they come inside the car and enjoy the storm and earthquake. At the same time, Evelyn gets very angry at Travis's actions, and she attacks Travis. And for a long time, they fight. But in this fight, Evelyn finally kills Travis, and this is how Travis dies. The same morning when Max wakes up, he tells Olivia that he has to go home soon. Olivia says, "I'm very tired too. I want to go home and rest for a while." Max tells her, "I'll call you later." And he says bye to her and reaches home quickly where she meets Evelyn. Her face was also terrible, which makes Max nervous because according to Travis and his plan, Evelyn should have died by now, but he doesn't let her understand anything. After which, Evelyn says, "Why did you change your clothes?" So Max somehow makes an excuse and explains it to her and asks, "What happened last night?" So Evelyn says, "I had dinner last night," which makes Max understand and starts looking for Travis at home. That's when he sees Travis's body wrapped in polythene paper. Seeing this, Max gets very scared and says that "You killed my brother." So Evelyn also says that yes, I ate him because he was bothering me a lot. And now no excuse will work because you promised that we will both live together. And now it's time for you to die because after your death, we will be able to live together forever. So Max also says that, "Okay, you kill me, I am ready to die. But before that, you prepare hot water for me, then we meet in the bathroom." Then, as soon as Evelyn enters the bathroom, Max runs away from home and reaches the police station quickly, but the police were not believing her. While waiting, Evelyn starts looking for Max at home. So in the meantime, she sees Olivia's message on Max's mobile, who gets very angry as soon as she sees it, and she goes to his ice cream shop to kill Olivia. Olivia had closed the shop, but then suddenly she sees Evelyn coming in a terrible condition, which scares her a lot. After this, Evelyn starts hitting her neck. Even after Max's explanation, the police do not believe him. Then the police get information that someone has attacked the ice cream shop. Scream shop! So Max immediately understands and goes to his shop to save Olivia. But he doesn't find anyone there, so he quickly runs to the house, where Evelyn had tied Olivia to the chair by bringing her home. But now Max arrives. Seeing whom Evelyn says that "You have cheated me for this girl, I will not leave her." Max explains to her a lot that, "Look, you are dead, but leave her. What has she done to you?" But Evelyn doesn't understand and starts hitting Olivia, which makes Max also start hitting Evelyn. After this, both of them start trying to hit Evelyn, but she starts hitting them backwards and pushes Olivia away, which hurts her. Then she tries to hit Max by holding him. Then Olivia hits Evelyn on the head with a pot, but nothing happens to her. But in the meantime, Max hits Evelyn on the head with a piece of glass, to which makes her fall on Max. After this, they were thinking that she is dead, but suddenly she gets up again and starts hitting them again. And she says that "I will kill you both together now." Yet then Travis kills Evelyn completely with the same sword from behind. Max is shocked to see this because Travis was already dead. On which Travis says that, "Yes, my brother, I was dead, but now I have come back as a zombie." After this, they take Evelyn's body and bury it in the grave. Then Max says sorry to Olivia because Evelyn was already dead, which Max had not told earlier. So Olivia starts kissing him by saying nothing. Now, at the end of the story, we see that now Max has opened his shop, whose rent when she comes to ask Max. Then Max gifts her a ring, which makes Olivia very happy and accepts the proposal and starts kissing Max. At the same time, outside the shop, we see Travis, who is advertising a costume for Max even after becoming a zombie. And people are understanding even after seeing his original face that in reality, he is going to sell a costume. And with this story ends here. So, friends, I hope you like this story. And if you are new to our channel, then please like the video and subscribe to our channel.